Remember that no matter the stress you go through during the day, that notwithstanding does not stop you from giving him his due diligence in the other room. Hi, Pranksters. I've been married for some years now, and today I would like to share with you things that I genuinely wish that someone had sat me down and told me before marriage. These are the real life stuff that hits you after the honeymoon phase fades away and real life starts. First, you've heard a saying that love is not enough. In dating, love is usually very loud, but in marriage, it becomes a responsibility. Nobody actually enters a marriage with the intention of breaking apart. Yet, many couples who truly loved each other still break up because they do not know how to actually manage themselves. In marriage, feelings change, mood shifts, emotions go up and down, but you choose to remain, you choose to show up, you choose to still stay for each other. Of course, you're going to have arguments sometimes, but then you also have to choose to communicate, choose to make it up to each other. Another thing is, before you get married, have something doing. I actually didn't understand this until I got married. Since if you actually want to live that big auntie life, if you want to look like that your auntie that you've been admiring, you should have something doing that is actually fetching you cash, either a job or a skill. But the end is that you should have something that is fetching you money. A man can provide you shelter, provide you clothing, but you see, when you want to go extra, if you want to slay, you will have to do the extra. I know a lot of persons will want to come and argue this, but if you know, you know. An African man will give you money for clothing, for feeding, the basic things. But if you want to slay, you want to do the extra, you will have to work for it. So you need cash. Having your own source of income comes with respect, and if in a good way, from your husband and even from your in-laws too. It stops some nonsense. You see, sometimes a lot of married men tend to misbehave and disrespect their wives because they know you solely depend on them to survive. Okay, why you need to get something done? A lot of times it's not even easy on the man taking the responsibility of taking care of you and running the home. Remember that as much as he's taking care of you, he's also sending money home. Most times you have to fund some things for his parents and also taking care of you. So you ask yourself, do you want to overwhelm him with responsibilities? This one hits a lot of couples where the date night becomes rare. Couples stop prioritizing fun and curiosity about each other. You hardly see couples go out on dates, go out just to catch fun, be alone the way they used to be, especially when they start having kids. You see that some couples start being overwhelmed over the responsibility of either running a family, the extended family, and we even see some couples walking on the road. Everybody's so serious, straight on your lane, as if they don't even know each other. There's no show of affection, they don't even flirt with each other. She still misses those times that you hold her in the hand and walk on the road. Please, my dear African men, what changed down the lane? Those times you do hold her hand back while walking on the road. She still misses it and still wants you to do the same. One thing for sure is in marriage, you will fight. You will fight over parenting style, you fight over provision, you fight over finances, you even fight over sex. A lot of times you disagree over money, over chores, in laws. But what matters most is your ability to settle your disputes and come back together. Marriage magnifies who you really are. It exposes your emotional health in the sense that if you are an insecure person, it will magnify that aspect. Because most times when your partner is out, you begin to feel insecure about him or her. A lot of times I see people say something like, If I don't marry now, my problem don't finish. The truth it does, it doesn't. Marriage doesn't make you complete. Rather, it opens a part of you that you don't even know exists. Because it's not easy living with someone that is totally different from you, raised from a different background, and coming together. This is why most homes are being shattered at the end. The journey that actually started as a beautiful thing becomes a memory that brings you sadness. Another thing that a lot of persons fail to understand is that in marriage, attraction needs to be maintained. The fact that you feel that you've been taken doesn't mean you should stop putting in effort to look attractive. I often hear a lot of persons say things like, "Na fat I fat, I no keep person. Na pikin I born, I no keep person." Yes, the fact that you've given birth doesn't mean you should stop putting in effort to remain that person whom he or she got married to. In all you do, you should always try to put in effort to still look attractive. Looking good is high currency. Most times, women tend to lose shape or put on some extra pounds of fat after giving birth. But the annoying part is that you see a woman with a big stomach losing shape, consoling herself with words like, "It doesn't matter in heaven. Na pikin I born, I no fit keep person." In this case, you are losing attraction and ignorantly comfortable. If you have to go to the gym, go to the gym. If you have to lose weight, lose weight. Just make sure you are looking attractive. Work at your salvation. In marriage, your partner will change and so will you. The person you married 5 years ago is not the same person today. The person I was when I got married is not the same person I am today. I've grown, I've learned, I've evolved over the years. In life, nothing is static. Life will change you. Experience will shape you, and growth will transform you. Sometimes you will get better, sometimes you will struggle, and so such changes too happens to your partner. For instance, marriage requires you to learn your partner again and again and understand their every season and phases. And it requires you to have the ability to grow with them at every step. Sometimes in marriage, intimacy changes. Most times due to the stress at work, especially those who do strenuous jobs. Like I said earlier, some couples would even have arguments and fights about sex life. Some will complain that he's not giving me as much as I wanted, he's not satisfying me much enough. Whereas some will even complain that their partners do not allow them have a peaceful night. In conclusion, I would say that every individual is unique. Once you get married, you should try to meet up with your partner's sexual lifestyle. It is now a duty. Just like I once watched Pastor Mildred said, there is beautiful sex and there is beautiful sex. Sometimes you will have to have sex even when you do not feel like you are not in the mood, just to satisfy your partner. But then I didn't say you should kill him or her, provided that it is not forced, it is willingly. Because once it is forced, it becomes a rape. That is no longer love making. So sometimes some partners will have to step down a bit when it comes to the area of sexuality, whereas some will have to step up just to be on equal length with your partner. You have no reason at all to deny your partner their sexual rights. As couples, especially when the kids begin to come in, you see that you might not actually be having that couple's time most of the time because the kids are always there and you don't want to do some nasty things in front of the kids. So the intimacy at this point will begin to reduce. Because I was sitting at an open space and I heard two grown up guys saying things like, when I marry, I would knock like 7 times in a day. I would knock like anyhow every time. Most times, you might not even have the time to. Sometimes the stress you have to go through in providing for the family, the workload, trying to meet up this and that, children and other, you might not even be able to have an erection. When I looked at these guys, I just laughed because I understand that a lot of couples don't even have time for intimacy. Most times in weeks, they've not had an intimate time. For instance, marriage will humble you. You see that your imagination, you want to do it in the kitchen, you will do it at the door, you do it at the shower. Most times you might not even do it. Sometimes some couples might even be going through health issues. Sometimes your hormones is even fighting against you. That excitement is not there. Sometimes if there is some misunderstanding in the home, the sexual excitement is not there. Most times you even have mismatched libidos. These things happens in homes. Sometimes the intimacy begins to drop drastically. And some couples might work this out, have a decent communication between each other. Whereas some will see it as an avenue to a reason for a breakup. In marriage, I think the woman should be the one to determine the number of children as well as the spacing of the children. I know a lot of persons will want to argue this, but I think in most families, the parenting responsibility is more on the shoulder of the woman. The man most times feel that all his responsibility is just to provide, give you money, pay school fees, and that is all. Most women, the only time they have for rest is at night. And then a lot of men would feel that what have you been doing since in the house? Man, that woman have been washing. She have been cleaning. She have been shouting from morning till night. She have cooked your meal. And at the end of it all, you want to come back and see a meal prepared and served on the table. She's not a superwoman. She's a human being. Sometimes she might even be going through so much stress with pregnancy, another baby on the way, because some men want to have a community as a family. Before you get married, you should try to discover who you really are. Because when you have discovered who you really are, it will help you to know the choice of partner you need. You don't just get into marriage and you want to discover who you are, because it's going to affect you in a negative way. We see women who are married and maybe they want to further their education, they struggle. We see women who are married and then they want to learn a skill, you struggle. Discover what you want to do. If you have to learn a skill, learn it before you get married. Even women who are working 9 to 5 tend to struggle in marriage. But here, your partner already knows that this is who you are, this is what you do. So they will learn to adjust to your lifestyle. So, what I'm trying to say in a nutshell, before you get married, have a sense of identity, have a purpose. For instance, in marriage, your in laws and your in laws. For instance, one thing you have to know in marriage is that you are marrying the family system, not just a person you are marrying to. Learn to carry out your wifely duties in your own lane. Don't overdo yourself. Because how long do you want to pretend to be the person that you are not? Don't overstep your boundaries. Do that which you are supposed to do and you know is okay. Don't go and overdo yourself trying to impress. And then you cannot act that drama forever. You can't play that role forever. So it's better let them know that this is your limit. This and this is what you can take and what you cannot take. The most challenging time in marriage is usually when the kids start coming, the bundle of joy. Dear pranksters, no matter what you are doing, this time is usually very challenging. A lot of women usually lose it. Some decide to sacrifice their jobs, their career, just to raise their kids. Dear pranksters, no matter what you do, don't lose that job that is giving you that little thing. I know that sometimes it might be discouraging you. Don't worry, I'm going to stress it. I will take care of everything. Don't worry, forget it's stressing you. Don't listen to it all. See that job, hold it tight. See that thing that is giving you that little money, hold it tight. I know that the pressure will be there, the workload will be there, but try to manage yourself. Hold yourself together and keep doing it. You will get used to it. Because last, everything will align. Even the children will come, they will adjust to the system. That is nature for you. So keep holding on tight to that thing. When it comes to chores in the house, stop overworking yourself. You are not a small woman. You will get one out. Every day, try to assign a task to yourself. Like maybe today is a cooking day, today is a laundry day. and then you can add every other extra small things to it. Remember that in everything you do, like doing the chores, babysitting, your partner will always want to come back to a meal served on the table. That is an African man for you. Remember that no matter the stress you go through during the day, that notwithstanding does not stop you from giving him his due diligence in the other room. A lot of African men are generally raised to be breadwinners of the home. That they do it excellently, while women are raised to be domesticated. You see, in the early part of your marriage, if your husband willingly wants to help you out with chores, provided he's doing it willingly, allow him to do it. Don't try to prove that you are a superwoman because the moment you keep telling him, no, go relax, don't worry, I'll do it, it will become normal. And as the marriage progresses, when you will actually need this help, you won't get it because it has been normalized that even if you like kill yourself there, he will not come and help you out. And of course, most times when these chores are done together, it brings connection because you keep communicating with each other, you smile, you joke around the house. Because this is going to help strengthen romance and connection within couples. We're going to talk about this generally because this is a very broad aspect. So we're going to leave that for another day. Finally, marriage is not a institution. Stop comparing your family, your husband, your spouse to other persons. They are uniquely and wonderfully made. Your marital story and theirs are not the same. Is that person that you are comparing your spouse to or comparing their family and that of yours? If they tell you their story, you might not be able to enjoy it. If they tell you what they have gone through, things they have shared, the pain they have endured, you might not be able to go through it. So stop comparing your spouse. Most of the things you see online are all audio money. People want to show you the good part of what they want you to see, not actually the reality of what is happening in their homes. So stop comparing your family or comparing your spouse to people you see online. For instance, learn to appreciate your spouse, learn to appreciate your partner. It's one thing that a lot of persons fail to understand about marriage is that marriage is not the boyfriend and girlfriend game that you're playing before. Marriage is a total institution on its own. Marriage is not that thing that you're saying that once you are tired, once they get on your nerves, you just break up, you look for someone else. Even the divorce you think that a lot of persons are going through. Have you asked them what they feel? Forget about what they come to show you on social media. But the reality is nobody that goes through the divorce that remains the same. So what am I trying to say is try to work things out. Of course, there will be misunderstandings, but always try to work things out. If you feel as a woman that you're going to pack your things and go back to your father's house, even your father, the father that gave birth to you, will be against you. The mother that gave birth to you will be against you. So, I'm not trying to say that you should stay there and die, provided that it is not being physically abusive. You both should try to sort things out. Don't quench the fire, rather keep igniting it more and more. This video is actually a compilation of some of the experiences that women have faced in marriages. Every marriage is not the same. Everyone is unique in their own way. Just pray that you find a good man. There is still a good man out there. So, for instance, if you have anything that you would like to contribute to this video, please do well to hit the comment section and I'll be there waiting for you. Bye.